Hello, everyone. So I wanted to talk about the two other big data resources. So if you go to the LACC Library tab, I'm going to click on Databases, and the thing that will show up is just the regular library website. And you have two big ones here, what we call the big two. Academic Search Complete is extremely popular, and before using opposing viewpoints, this is the one I used to use. And JSTOR, another fantastic, great resource. That's where I found some of the things like engaging with borders and crossing borders and multiple academic journal articles. So let's go to Academic Search Complete. Now here's the reason why I chose this one last. Because I'll give you an example. I've already looked this up. I just clicked in borders and you get 49,000 results, which is way too many to click through. And you'll see that some of the words aren't exactly what I'm looking for, or it doesn't look like something I'd really like to use in my paper. Border rules, and here's a good example of where they get a little bit too technical with their words. Speed, timing, and duration, contested temporalities, technopolitical controversies, and the emergence of the European Union's smart border. That might not be something that applies to you, nor is the congenital Zika syndrome probably something relative to what you want to do. So here's what you have to do if you're going to use the academic search complete. You want to add additional criteria. So in this case, I'm going to put national identity. Very important to prompt number one. So let's click search, and as you can see, look at the amount of results. It's dropped down to 812. And look at this here. Beyond the nation and into the state, identity, belonging, and the hyperborder. Ooh, what is this hyperborder? That's pretty interesting. And notice then the subjects, you have your favorite words here. Territoriality, boundaries, sovereignty. These are things you probably want to talk about, right? These are things that you might be interested in. It's a 14-page article, and this looks pretty good. Here's another one. Staging the Border, National Identity, and the Critical Geopolitics of Western German Film. That might not be for you, but here it is. Introduction to the special issue, Bordering the Middle East. This might be something you really want to use because you might think of globalization and thinking of the ways that people look at East versus West and many different kinds of things like that, right? So when you use Academic Search Complete, I would highly suggest that you use more than one field. And you can also call these subject terms. And the reason why you call them subject terms is because when you look for it, the subjects will be borders and international and national identity. So let's see what we get now. Wow, we get even less. And here is something that is really close to what we were talking about. Contested borders, territorialization, national identity, and imagined geographies in Albania. Fantastic. This is a wonderful thing right here. Cultural studies and Canadian studies. A Border Within, which is a book. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I want to know more about all these things. So I'm just going to click this, and I'm going to click PDF full text. And unlike some of these other ones, you could probably download the whole thing, right? So you have a border within, U.S., Mexico, and borderland, and you have popular expression. And you see these numbers here, 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 13. These are actually book reviews. You see here it says book reviews. That's actually not what you're looking for. You're looking for chapters 1 to 5. So let's see, what is this about? Exhibition and national identity. Interesting. Creating identity, exhibiting the Philippines at the Louisiana Purchase Exposition. So this might not be what it is that you're looking for, right? So again, you got to go back to the result list and keep looking. But the idea is that the more you find, the better it is, right? And notice that by putting it as search terms, we only get 14 results, which is a lot less than 800. So keep this in mind when you are doing that. Alright, so we're going to get out of this one, and we're going to go to our favorite friend, JSTOR. JSTOR has always been a little bit difficult for me to use in the past. It has a lot of book reviews, it has a lot of information, so you have to be kind of careful. But let's see if we type in borders. Let's see what shows up. Let's see if we get something similar to what we got. Wow, 279,000 results. That's a lot. The one good thing is that you can put journals and book chapters. That's what you're really looking for, right? Okay, and again, the publication date is very important. Let's put 2000 to 2020. Apply. Let's see if this helps us a little bit here. Oh wow, we almost cut it in half. And you have the North American Review Borders Journal article. Here's another one on borders. Introduction, Caging with Borders. I wonder where a teacher got some of his ideas from. So what you do is you can download the PDF, which is excellent. Yes, I accept. Please give me the information. So a lot of the ideas that I actually got came directly from my research on introduction engaging with borders. So this is the article name. And again, here's your authors, your favorite characters. This is where I found the information. And so what you want to do is you want to go back here and see um, where is this coming from. Let's see here. Let's click on this again. And it's coming from Introduction Engaging with Borders. Can we actually get the whole thing? Ooh, interesting. What if we go like this? Did I find? I'll talk to you about that later. Wow. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. We can actually see all of the articles that were a part of Introduction Engaging with Borders. So we got Trading Against the State, 4 Days, 18 Months, and 5 Years, West African Immigrants, Borderline Temporalities and Security Anticipations in Tel Aviv. So you got all these different things that you can use that I didn't give you because now you have the chance to kind of expand your argument, right? Before, I was just trying to get you to think about borders in sort of border study border studies terms. Now you can go even further and look at further issues within the articles that you have found, right? So this will be really great for you and for me. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.